So one of the important components of a program that I don't always see done well, and sometimes it's not really done intentionally at all, is to create a relationship segmentation framework.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is when you're looking at trying to create some consistency across the organization, the first thing you want to know is how important is that relationship, right? And it has to be in the context of the business unit and the company. So coming up with some sort of different levels, descriptions, impact descriptions, examples, etc. So you can start to parse out the relationships in terms of 3 or 4 or 5 levels of importance. I mean, you have the ones that are kind of bet the company and fall to your knees if they don't work. People get that. But how would you actually create a little bit of segmentation, which helps you risk adjust your activities? So the second element, which I still see blended in some organizations, is you take this notion of criticality, which is importance to your company. It's inward facing, it's your company. How important is this relationship? The outward facing is the exposure to risk. Which risks are you exposed to? And being very intentional about looking at the different types of risk and determining whether you're exposed to it as part of your relationship segmentation. It drives all of your downstream activity all the way to, the day that the relationship ends. So that's something I would really advocate that people think very carefully about, particularly auditors can give some direction in that area, because part of the problem is also risk ratings. If you blend all this stuff together, you have to give a lot of points to the criticality component of it because it's how important it is. And then you're skinnying down on the points you give it for risk exposure. So if you separate the concepts, I think that's really super helpful. It also improves your risk reporting, because then you can come and say, you said these were the important ones, so we've agreed to this, here's the risk profile, right? These ones are kind of moderate importance. We want to make sure that we manage them. Here's the risk profile. It just makes a whole lot more sense.